Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Your First Jungle Clear. This is episode number 28 now. This is the show where I go over the early jungle pathing from members of my community and viewers. I do these on Twitch once a week, every time, I think 9 p.m. Eastern time on Mondays. So the guest lineup for tonight, we have 2 Olaf games, a Kindred, and a, what was our last one? I actually forgot our last one, Kha'Zix. So only 4 guests tonight, but we'll work through these pretty quickly. So let's jump into our first guest here. We have, this is on the EUS server. I believe this is Gold Olaf player. I think he recently watched my my Olaf guide as well, so he's implemented some stuff, which is good to see. So let's drag him in now. All right, Thunderstruck, you are on the air. Can you hear me all good? Your mic's muted on Discord if you want to unmute that. Oh, yep. Your mic's very low. I don't know if that's on my end or your end. Try talking again. Okay, it's very low. I think that might be mine. Try talking again. Try again, Thunderstruck. Yeah. Can you? Is there a way? It's definitely on your end. Can you turn up your microphone? Like, probably a pretty significant margin, to be honest. Yeah, even the Twitch chat says they can't hear you here. Let me know when you're all good.
Is it better now?
Oh, yeah, that's better. A little bit more, maybe.
Oh, that's max.
Okay, I think that's fine. Twitch chat, can we hear Thunderstruck here?
Okay.
I think we're good. What should I call you, by the way, instead of Thunderstruck? What's your real life name?
It's Michael. You can call me Michael or Mike.
Mike. All right, Mike. All right, chat says all G. We're good to go. All right, Mike. So this is an Olaf game of yours. I've obviously played a lot of Olaf in Flex. How many ranked solo games have you played of Olaf?
That's the first one, but I played Flex alone to learn him and to get golden Flex.
Got it. All right. Well, I want to see you playing a lot more Olaf in your ranked solo games. All right. But we can start with this game. We can start with this game. All right, Mike. So you're obviously just going to do the standard full clear, right? On the guide. You are against a Kha'Zix. This game here has heal. Very interesting.
Yeah, exactly. That's strange. I did a full clear, but I tried to be a little bit careful because I'm afraid of an invade. And I'm still pretty bad with my first clear. I'm pretty slow.
Yeah. It just takes practice, right? The other thing as well is that I've seen you take presence of mind here. Why is that over Triumph? I think Triumph's really important for the early skirmishing. What do you think?
Oh, yeah, I actually didn't think about that.
Yeah. I mean, presence of mind, I think it can work. There's another player, Shermfire. He's like a rank 1 NA player, Korean challenger. He actually likes taking presence of mind. But I prefer just the strength, just for the early skirmishes and stuff at Triumph. Like, it can make the difference. So I think you should take Triumph in your next games. So that's what I recommend.
All right, I'm gonna change that. Yeah.
All right. So, I like the clear on that ward there. That's good. Yeah. So definitely can speed this up a lot. And again, just takes practice. Let's actually find the inefficiencies here, just so I can really just help you here. So yeah, ideally, okay, yep, throw it that way, yep, auto attack, yep. You probably want to throw another Q here. You probably want about 3 or 4 Qs on, I think it's 4 Qs on your first blue, and then at 500 health, that's when you throw the last Q on, yeah, on the Gromp. So you potentially missed about 1 or 2 Qs there. I think you should have done to clear that faster. That's fine. And you don't want to move around when your W's casted, Mike. You want to stand still when your W, because your attack speed's so fast. If you move, you start like auto attack resetting. You know, so whenever you W, you just stand still. You don't kite the camp. Remember, you don't need to kite camps as Olaf, because the lower health you are, like, you're actually on too much health right now, Mike. You want to be low as health as possible.
all right.
And that's what's slowing down your clear, is because you're too healthy, because you're kiting the camps. And that's as us junglers, like, we're so prone, we like, in our muscle memory, we want to kite the camps, but with Olaf specifically, you don't, because your idea is you want to get as low health as possible. He's a very unique champion in that aspect.
Yeah, I'm actually doing that way better in custom games when I try it, but in game I think about much other things, and then I slow down and do stuff wrong.
Yeah, and again, like, the confidence just for doing it all the time, like, it'll just become muscle memory, and then it'll be more consistent, but it just takes time. All right, cool. All right, nice. He's literally E'd in here. Okay, so tip for Olaf, Mike. In these type of skirmishes, you generally want to hold your W for as long as possible until you get low health, because usually what happens, I mean, I guess this is fine, because I guess you want to kill him ASAP. But essentially what happens is, like, right now, if you were to cast your W, Mike, you can't die, because your auto attacks will out heal their damage.
All right, yeah.
So, because you don't have W right now, like, W is more effective to use in these skirmishes the lower health you are. Same as clearing jungle camps, right? So, I mean, you're probably still potentially going to win this, but again, the lower health you are, the more effective W is. You never really want to start fights with W.
That makes sense, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so, yep, that's all good. Don't double crab there, this is good, bam. And then we want to reset after the wolves, remember? Beautiful, yes, love it. And now we go to Raptors. Okay, next tip for walking out of base as a jungler. Always go to your Krugs first out of base. Unless there's something super important for you to do mid, like you want to gank straight away or something like that. Maybe, but I'm not sure if that's your thought process here. In general, you want to be going to your Krugs, because usually what I see what happens is that they take their Raptors, they start doing stuff on the map, and then they're skipping their second Krugs for like 2 minutes. And clearing Krugs, your second Krugs is really important for starting to gain that level lead. And the good thing about when you clear your Krugs as well, Mike, is that you still have the option to gank mid, and then you can do your Raptors, and you have the option to gank bot, and you have the option to loop around. But I find that when you're on the map, you start to forget to do Krugs.
Yeah, that definitely happens a lot to me.
Yeah, it happens a lot. I see it all the time. So, I mean, we'll think about it right now. I would rather you have done your Krugs and start a dragon than do Raptors than start a dragon, because again, it's more experience in gold. And think about it, you could have done this anyway, but done your Krugs, you know? And it's just more like, you would actually be level 6 right now. That's how big the difference is. You'll be level 6, Mike, doing Krugs. So really important there. All right, we kill bot. Nice. We take dragon. Do some counter jungling. Yep. Yep. Whoa, who takes your blue? What the hell? Ash steals your blue. All right. So we definitely don't want to be using our ult this early in fights, Mike. Just keep running, keep running. And then, like, I mean, that's a pretty wasted ult, right? I mean, you could get condemned here. We don't know. I mean, it looks like it might be fine, but... yeah, I mean, ideally, if you had ult right now, would be really... like, imagine if Malachi W'd there. You know, you might not have got that kill. So, definitely want to be saving our ults for longer, when, you know, in the fight, Mike. Don't we just start ult with flight? Because we need to utilize that CC, no CC. Spax in the chat says get the speed boost. You do get a slight speed boost from it, but like it's usually not worth it most of the time. Especially in that situation where you're looking for a dive. Alright, so we do skip our red. What's going on here, Mike?
I think I want to do the red last and then reset. I think that was my thought.
Okay. Because you want to do Rift Herald? Yep, yeah, it's fine. Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. Okay, you cancel a base here. I don't know about this control ward. I probably wouldn't be afraid of a Kha'Zix invade. Oh, maybe. He's level 6. Yeah, we definitely want to be saving our control wards for when you're starting to pressure top here. Like, at the end of the day, you've pretty much wasted 75 gold here, Mike, because I need you to control ward to set up Rift Herald. So, I don't know. I mean, I can sort of see your understanding, but, like, you're at 202 Olaf right now. I don't think Kha'Zix can kill you at this stage. You're a level ahead.
Alright, yeah.
Alright, so you're not resetting for... Alright, this is a huge mistake, Mike. Oh, are you basing? Alright. Huge mistake, Mike. You know this mistake, right?
Yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah.
My biggest problem is I'm not thinking fast enough in the games, and when I look at them, I think, oh, what was I thinking? Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it just comes with time, just muscle memory. Just thinking right now, okay, my next objective that I want to get, I mean, as Olaf, your identity is just to get every objective, every dragon, every rift herald, every scuttle crab. The consequences of this could be really severe. You know, it's like, because right now, think about it, you're going to do these camps and you're stuck on the map with 0 control wards, not warrior. Like, I mean, the difference between warrior, it's like, I think is it 50 AD? I think warrior, it's an extra 25 AD. It's so OP. It's so much extra AD, you know? You've got to get that item spike. You got to get your control wards. I mean, you could even get some more long swords here. This is really important because, as we'll see, you'll probably potentially realize maybe you need to base and then you'll miss your rift out opportunity. Yeah, so you're starting rift tail, but this is pretty risky. Yeah,
this is where
I can already tell. You see this? This is too tunneled. You got to set it up. And this is why I need you to have control wards in your inventory. And that's why I need you to base, not just for your warrior, but for the control wards. Because ideally what happens, you come out of base and just run straight into his jungle and see what's up. Be like, where are you, Echo? Can I do it safely? Usually what you want to do here is also hit these type of plants and blast cone. This is all stuff that can ruin your Rift Herald. And that's pretty much, I would say, a game loser mistake there. But that's very clear, right? We can understand why that happened.
Yeah. Need to set up better and reset before I do it.
Yeah. Reset, spend your gold. I mean, like, the way they want to view it, it's like, every time, you always got to think about what's the next objective? Like, how do I clear my camps and then be on the other side of the map? So you did right here, you cleared these camps, and then you reset, and then bam. You know, instead of being like, I want to get Rift Herald, I'm going to do this. Oh no, I'm doing Rift Herald because I got too much gold. Oh no, I'm dying because I didn't set up correctly. Oh no, I don't have control wards.
Alright, yeah. I can see that. It makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, so this is really important for your Olaf gameplay. Again, you would have played a different game this game and probably not lost Dragon here if that happened. Because now, the worst thing about this right now, Mike, is that you need to still get Rift Herald, but Dragon's coming up soon now, so you're going to lose it, you know? And it does look like we end up losing it here.
Yeah, and I think I die at Dragon as well.
Yeah, our ult's gone. This is not going to work. Whenever you're fighting with that ult, especially against a Maokai, a Maokai Vayne with Condensed Shen Taunt, it's not a fun time. You definitely need your ult. So that's all I want to go for this game here, Mike. I hope this was helpful. Any other questions you have around this one? Or Olaf in general?
No. I think this was really helpful. Yes, I just, as I said, I have trouble thinking fast enough. Is this a fight I should take or is it not? But I think that comes with time if I review my games.
Practice, review, practice, review. You know, like at the end of the day, if you have ranked anxiety or something like that, like this is your level of play. So like this is great. You can see this is my level of play. I got a lot to improve on. I mean, if you polish up on those basins to reset, already your games are going to feel so much different. I can guarantee that. So.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much. That's really helpful. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for coming on, Mike, and we'll potentially see you next time.
Thank you. Bye. Have a nice day.
Alright, so that was our first guest. So Spack says, did he run Tenacity Runes? You never want to run Tenacity Runes on Olaf. Alacrity is too important for clearing your jungle, and you have your ult. Like, if you're playing Olaf correctly, you're ulting to avoid the CC. You know, like, ideally your fights are so quick. You're not sitting there tanking lots of ability. Like, you want fights to go very quick. Bam, get the kills, done. Ult finished. So never go Tenacity on Olaf, no matter how much CC they have. Your ult solves that problem. Alright, so let's get the next guest on here. This is another Olaf game. This is Myceus on EUNE. Thanks for the cheers, Bluster. You're the #1 cheerer on the stream. Alright, so let's log on to EUNE, get the next guest star. Now's the time to ask questions in the chat if you guys have any. Bluster says, how much is the soul to? I think you know the answer to that question, Bluster. It's the same prices I think we talked about last time. It's definitely not going down. 59 USD. 59 USD. Alright, so let's get Mice into the chat. Alright, Mice, you are on the air. Can you hear me? All good?
1 2 1 2. Hi, how are you?
Excellent. Alright, I'll just turn you down because I had the audio up very loud for the last guy. Try now, talk now.
Okay.
Yep.
What about now?
Yep, that's good.
Nice.
Alright, Mice, what should I call you? Should I call you Mice? Real life name?
Call me Eric.
Eric?
Yes.
Alright,
it
Eric.
is.
Let's get your game up. So this is an Olaf game of yours. 5, 7, and 5.
Yeah, I've changed my review because I'm feeling extremely bad about this one.
Alright, well, that's good. The more bad you feel, the more we have to improve on, Eric. So this is a good choice. Alright, so your game's going to be up on the screen in just a moment. Let me know when you can see it.
Now I see. Now we can see it.
Alright. Alright, hold on, I'll just reply to this Discord message here. We got another one coming on the show. Jungleman, if you're listening, we can add you in for guest number 5. Alright, so, I assume you've watched my guide, Eric?
Yes, I mean, I start playing Olaf by watching your guide.
And how would you say it's going so far?
I mean, it was pretty good till then for the rune, the Conqueror, right? Most stacks you have to 12, I guess.
Yes, 12 stacks. Yes, that's what Conqueror max out on.
But still, the mindset is pretty simple, and yeah, but that game, I'm feeling so bad, but about my early game, and this is the probably biggest issue that after my first play.
All right, well,
you will see.
We can take a look, Eric. So my first point here is that whenever you're playing Olaf, I mean, you are against a Kayn this game, but you always want to defend your red. I mean, you can defend your blue here, but I need you to come here and ward your red and then switch out to sweeper. You know, I talk about that in my guide. Because the thing about Kayns is what they can do. Some Kayns actually like to just literally start your Raptors. Sometimes they do something sneaky and they just do your Raptors. And I want you to know that. You really need to know that. So, I would definitely ward this, and then you know how in my guide I warded at around 50. I start channeling my base at 54 seconds, and then just as my base goes, like my base finishes, then I place the ward, and then I reset, and then obviously I get the red sweep, and then I run straight to my blue. So always do that. I mean, again, Kayn's probably not going to invade you, but sometimes Kayns do like to stake your Raptors, which is sometimes annoying. So definitely would recommend you doing that like every game. You know, always defend your red buff.
Yeah, that makes sense. I even didn't swap for this game because I want to probably cover my
you did swap. You have red sweeper.
Mid lane. Oh, okay.
You started with it. That's the problem. That's the problem, Mice.
Okay. I probably thought that Kayn can ward.
No, you definitely need sweeper. Like sweeper is so important. You need to assert your dominance. You know. Like, you really need to assert your dominance with Olaf in the early game. Like, this is your game, your jungle, your early game.
Yeah, and there we go.
Okay, so the clear's pretty good here, Eric. Pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, clear is good, but look at the stage of the lanes.
That's fine.
It is. I mean, bottom was pinging me probably that I should come, but I saw that my Kate and Mog can't reach third level fast enough, so I thought here that I can do fast scuttler before Kane and still be right
Still
on time.
Bot. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know what to do right here, right now.
Should
I go?
It is a bit of a tricky
straight?
situation, Eric. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's think about all your options here. You could do this crab, and then actually sit there and camp this and kill Kane as he comes in. But I think you've got to. Is Morgana have Q?
Yeah. She probably used it before.
Yeah. So
Or not.
I think you need to help this. I think this is free kills here, honestly.
But check the Caitlyn. She cannot follow anyway. So.
Yeah, but you'll be ganking right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. You're right.
You know, if Zara just used her root, she's useless. Jhin has no W as well. So I think this is 2 free kills are the worst. All the summoners blown, and as you said, Morgana still has Q. Imagine if you were right here. This is a dead Zara, you know, but you're on crab. So you probably do the worst thing possible here, Eric. I'll be honest.
Yes. That's why I'm feeling so bad about this game and my decision. Yeah, and now I'm on trap, so. And the heal goes off.
Well, obviously this fight's hard anyway, right? Because you're taking a literally it's a 1 versus 3 fight for at least literally a couple of seconds, right? So, yeah, I mean, this all stems from like the situation that you're in the first place by like just not ganking bot. So, yeah, this is just a situation you don't want to get yourself into, honestly, Eric. Like, there's not much really to say about this other than like you should have just.
I've trapped myself.
You have, yeah.
By that one decision, and that probably cost me the game.
Yeah. Well, you've broken the rule in my guide. If you die as Olaf before level 5 minutes, there's a problem, you know?
Yeah. I don't. Yeah, it is hard to recover from this point.
So again, it's just a super simple mistake. It's like, and this is why you got to adapt. It's like, yes, I know you want to do the crab, but like you got to look. It's like bots fighting. Like Zara just used her E or whatever it is. Just go, you know, just go.
Yeah, you're right.
Alright, so you said Kane tops, you do dragon. I like it. Kane's a bit upset by that. I mean, you would have been so far ahead. You would have been so far ahead if you didn't die, you know? Like, it's just showing. It's like, you know how to farm, like, obviously really well, and your first clear is really good. You did it by 3 minutes, 11 seconds, I think, but, you know, sort of these skirmishing decision-making. Alright, so we go top side here. Yeah, we don't really have many opportunities here, do we? Let's just force the Rift Herald. Do you know where Kane is right now, Eric?
I didn't watch properly right now, but I felt like, I mean, that goes pretty well. Even he came. But I should expect him right here.
But you know why you should really expect him? Because you just killed a control ward.
Yeah.
So they know you're here. What's the most obvious thing for an Olaf to do right now? Oh, Olaf is in top side. He's probably going to do Rift Herald. So the thing about this is that you don't know where Kane is, and look at your mid laner. Can she help you? Like, think about it right now. Rise is going to push this wave in. Like, you're in trouble. You know, like, sure, Volibear can potentially help you here, but like, You know, Shen can always come to the fight quickly with his ult as well. You know, so this is almost suicide, honestly. Rise is just not doing much.
I mean, that goes extremely good, but yeah, the decision isn't best.
And Shen has as Spax says in the chat. So looks like a good. And this is the trap of when you review games. You could be like, yes, like I killed Ken, I took Rift, this is GG. But it's like, let's really think about the decision making there. It's like control ward, you walked over, so you're doing something that's very obvious. You don't know where Kane is. Your mid lane's in base, and Shen has ult and he can help. So yeah, that's potentially a second game losing mistake there, Eric.
Yeah. Can't say no.
All right, Eric. Well, that's what I want to go over for this game. Is there anything else you wanted to ask about Olaf in general, or any questions about jungle in general?
I'm pretty fine with that.
All right, excellent. All right, well, Eric, thanks for coming on the show, and we'll potentially see you next time. More
Peace
ranked
out.
games, Eric. More ranked games.
Yeah,
More
thank you.
practice. See you later.
I will. See ya.
Alright, so that was our second guest for the night. Let's move into our third guest, which is Ginseng, Kindred on OCE. So now's the time to ask questions in the chat if you guys have any while I get the game up. So Sean here says, hey Nathan, do you offer coaching? I do. I have a special private group called the Soul 2. There's a waiting list for it. Go to my website, nathanmott.gg. And you can read about it over there. I think it's nathanmott.gg/soul2. That's the link. And how do you get yourself on the show? You join my Discord server every week. Every week I do these basically 1 hour or 2 hours beforehand. I say who wants to come on the show. It's first in, best dressed, but we have a full lineup for tonight. So potentially next week if you wanna come on. Alright, so we're logging on to OCE for the next guest. Bluster says, Nathan, stream on Friday and Monday. Why stream on Friday and Monday? Is there anything specifically on those days? Or at the moment, I'm like streaming one time. Right now, my priority is just this Eve guide, so that's just what I need to get done. And then I can think about maybe adding more streams to my schedule. But right now, it's just the weekly YFJC streams. Alrighty then, so Jungleman wants to change his game. Yes, we can do that. Alright, so let's get Ginseng in the chat. Alright, Ginseng or Matt, welcome back to the show. How's our ranks been going recently?
It's been good, man. It's been good. Branched
Excellent.
out, not just on
Excellent.
Shyvana now. I'm like a
Excellent.
3-trick or something.
That's not a trick. That's a champion, literally a champion pool. Maybe a puddle, champion puddle.
It's a couple champion drops, but we're getting there. You know, like it's fine. I still had a game of the Shiv this morning. I was like, you know what, it is Shyvanable, so had to do it to him. But anyway, this is a game from my Kindred learning. I'm on day 3 of trying to learn Kindred at this point.
Nice.
And I am super fucking coin flip. Like, wait, can I swear on your show? Is that alright?
Yeah,
I'm so coin flip. It's atrocious, man. I will either win the game or lose the game for my team, pretty much every game. And this is one of those where I make what I think. Like, I mean, when we watch it back, you might have a different opinion, but I think the call I make is pretty decent early, but then it goes not optimally, and I struggle to recover from it. And this happens a lot in my games.
So yeah, I mean, instantly looking at 10 deaths, I can already tell I can already have a visualization of how this game goes. When you say coin flipping over marks, skirmishes, objectives, early invades, what's coin flipping, or is it all of the above?
I'm not too like mark. Like I won't int for the mark. I'm pretty chill on them because like you can always get them off kills anyway. But I struggle with, since Raptors is pretty much unclearable as this champion without like on first back. I struggle with when my early aggression fails after 3 camp level 3. What do I do then? And so many of my games I end up throwing away with just trying to take suboptimal plays instead of going for something safer. Because I mean the champ scales fine, so in theory I should just go for something kind of chill, but I fail to time again. So
don't fall into the trap of just because I can't do Raptors are hard first clear doesn't mean I can't do them. You can do them. I've seen it before. There's like a bunch of Korean Master Kindred players that, you know, the path that I sometimes see them do. Red, blue, Gromp, they like assess, oh, I can't really do anything, and they literally do Wolves, Raptors, loop back round, and do Crab. That's a path that I've seen done, and it's good. You know, it's not optimal. Obviously, you want to do something level 3 because you're, you know, very good level 3 champ, or even a good level 2 champ as well. I mean, you could do something level 2 this game as well here, Matt. It's like
this game I actually do. So yeah.
Okay, so you know he starts blue here, right? So you're looking to
He starts Raptors.
Oh, he starts Raptors. I'll do it on Raptors start.
Yeah.
I mean, in hindsight right now, my instant reaction is that you should have done these camps.
Yeah.
Because that puts a lot of pressure on Kane, because his blue and Gromp's gone. By the time he finds out that his Gromp's taken, you still have lots of options here. You can take your camps here. That's probably going to ruin a lot of your tempo. You probably want to do something, but at the end of the day, Kane doesn't want to do blue and Gromp. So just thinking right now, best case scenario for you right now is obviously if you have literally just done this, because you know what you can do here as well. It's like even if he starts blue, you just push him off the Gromp and contest him on Gromp.
Yeah, right. Do you reckon it'd be a problem, like, I mean, now that we know that he's started topside and whatever, we have the hindsight, do you reckon it'd be a problem to be verticaling towards, like, a side of the map that I don't really think I want to do that much on? Like, I don't think Ez Janna is, like, the best lane to gank, and I have literally no gank set up with Yuumi Twitch.
Yes, that's
like,
a consideration. It's definitely, you definitely need to consider that. This is where you need to experiment and start pushing. Kindred is a champion. You like, it's almost very hard to talk about theory. It's like, you have to like push your limits and test things. Like even sometimes suiciding for a mark is worth it sometimes. Like not like just straight up suicide, but trading 1 for 1 and a mark is a win for you. So so Kindred is like probably one of the most unique champs in terms of like the way you learn the champ. You really need to push your limits. And what I want you to start doing, Matt, is like thinking about these level 2 over the wall, going for stuff like this. Sometimes it just doesn't make any sense, but like the fact that it's a Kane, like he's probably going to start red every game, right? Like he's probably not going to start blue. So, like, yeah, if you can get level 3 off this, that's just like really good. He's denied these camps. He's in a bit of trouble. He's going to be, you know, significantly far behind. And then you can impact the map after that. Then you can look for a double scuttle fight, or even, I mean, you don't know. Maybe gank is like bot is gank. By the end of the day, you're a range champ into these champs. Like burn some sums, get your Twitch Yuumi scale. It's possible. You know, it's possible in the day.
Yeah, right.
Alright, so let's see what happens here. So it looks like you do the good old, Oh, okay, this is not worth it. What do you Red's gone. What are you contesting him on? He's Krugs.
I want to kill him.
You can't kill a Kane on Krugs. It's just not possible.
Don't reckon? Okay.
Nah. Think about it. Think about how many tools he has to get away. Like especially the way you're approaching this. Like Krugs is the safest game for me to do. Go on.
My thought process is that he's only level 2, and so he will have queued the camp and doesn't have any way of getting out. And I reckon if I actually was a bit more decisive here, I could have killed him. But you're right. The problem now is that I don't have many options in terms of what I want to do on the map. Like, he can now safe clear his bot side and he's chilling and he doesn't have to worry about me. So I don't bounce back from this very well.
Yeah. Like, this is not worth it whatsoever. Like, I would never contest the Kane on Krugs, unless it's like, it's a different sort of situation again, but not early game, because think about it right now, as you said, Kane has actually won the early game right now already. He knows where you are. Yep. He knows you're not going to cross map to his blue side. He knows he's going to be so far ahead, because think about it. Think about how far behind you are now. You actually have cleared these camps. These are going to spawn for level 4. And you're going to be so far behind, and this is where the coin flip's coming from. The coin flip's also coming from your experience and gold, because you're so screwed right now. Like, think about it. You have done 1 camp, you've crossed the map, you didn't even get the Krug, you pushed him off, you traded flashes, you've literally lost the game already. Like, this is done, you know?
Yeah, okay.
And let's just think about what it could have happened if you did the red blue Gromp. Look at bot.
Yeah.
You know?
I have to look at your face, man. Oh.
So You know, it's obviously, you know, hindsight's 2020, but like you've probably done the worst thing possible. And what I sometimes see Kindreds do is they overthink. It's like, I'm level 2, you know, go. But like, and then the day, Kindred's actually pretty easy to run away from, to be honest. Without level 2, like, you know, if you trap them in a location, like, sure, but like, you have no CC, your auto attacks don't do that much damage. It's more like the E and like the press the attack, the one shot, right? So yeah, in general, Krugs, yeah, it's just you don't want to be pushing them off that. So
yeah, okay.
Basically, you've completely screwed yourself, because I just want to show you how far Kane will be ahead in experience and gold by the time he's cleared his Raptors and Krugs again, and how far you'll be behind. Just to show you how important, how much you actually just didn't do anything that game in terms of shutting down Kane. Even if you killed him, it's actually still not worth it as well, Matt. That's what I'm trying to say as well.
Yeah.
Okay, this is interesting. Why has he not done this? What is he doing? Oh, well, this guy's just...
So it's just respawn, so I assume that he'd be like just finishing up the clear on his bot side.
Yeah.
But I don't know why he then runs further down bot, but...
Oh, because he takes your Raptors. Oh, I hate this.
Oh, okay.
This is the problem. I was like, why has he not done this? So this Kane this is actually hurting him. This is actually helping you, because these are now spawned high.
Yeah, you're telling me the level 1 Raptors aren't good, man? What's...
You know?
Yeah, I get you.
Like, this guy has actually just got you back into the game somehow. Like, if he did these, and then he'll be on his Raptors on spawn and Krugs, you lose the game. He's literally going to be like 2 levels ahead of you, honestly. Like 1.5 levels ahead of you.
Yeah.
So he's actually just screwed himself. You know, I should literally send this VOD to this guy, because this is such a tilting mistake. You know? He's done Wolves. No, wait, what's he done? He's done Wolves, and he's run straight to your Raptors. And he's going to give you 3 levels on this.
Yeah.
So this shouldn't have happened. You got away with this, because this is just low diamond. Alright, so... I like that we're sort of catching up here. We're just not doing much, which is fine. I mean, really, there's not much you can do at this point, to be honest. You get the...
And then I try to start doing things, and it goes pretty bad, but...
Do you think we get a level 6 Ari with a level 5 LeBlanc's gankable?
Hell no. I think, in my mind, I'm just like, I want to burn ult, so that when LeBlanc hits 6, she has ult advantage, but... Yeah.
But the other factor is, I remember you've showed yourself on the map, right? So... Yeah. Usually it's not worth burning an ult on... I mean, I guess sometimes it is, but like... I think it's fine. Actually, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, I think I would rather you have ganked bot here, to be honest.
Yeah, or maybe if I mobilise LeBlanc to come and roam bot with me more, like to actually make kind of good on that ult advantage.
You can definitely do that. Yeah.
But
So look at the wave right now. Look at the wave right now. This is pushing, right? Look at this. He just flashes. You need to adapt to this right now, Matt. Look at this.
Yeah.
This is I can just tell this is poor map awareness. Look at these guys. They're tanking waves. You would be here. You would wait. I'd be patient. Wait in Tri-Brush. You have sweeper, right? Yep, sweep the Tri-Brush. Just chill out. They have 0 wards.
Yeah.
And then you would be here right now. You would have killed, like, Janna. Look at this. Janna comes toward this. Red Smart. You have Nimbus Cloak, yeah?
No.
Oh, you don't? Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's right. You don't take Nimbus Cloak on Kindred. So, yeah, I think this is poor map awareness, yeah. I mean, I think regardless, you definitely would be... I mean, I think at least... I think you'll kill Ezreal. You don't actually have Flash. Maybe not. But basically, I just don't think that this is worth it compared to bot ganking. I mean, you're just in such a terrible position, honestly. Like, Kane's just got a free early game. That's just it, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I panic after the early game thing doesn't go my way, you know? So, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
And then Shyvana player, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I gotta get those. But yeah.
This is just ridiculous, right? Like, let's think about your team, you know?
Yeah.
This is just a are you a gambler, Matt? Because this is a gamble, man.
Oh, look.
This is coin flip.
I have dabbled.
There you go. This is it
Yeah.
coming out, but yeah, this is not good. So yeah, so I don't want you to focus too much about like the next three. It's just like you just have to have a good early game on Kindred, otherwise you're okay. You don't have to, but you can't make it as bad as what you did it. You know, that's the problem.
Well, it's like I would say 30% of my Kindred games I just pop off early game. 30% of my Kindred games I grief early game and then my team carries me, and 40% of my Kindred games I just grief violently and my team can't do shit. So like, you know.
Yeah, and like
it's
10
bit of a
deaths
problem.
is you definitely need to review. But again, a lot of the time would be like you're just messing up early too many times, and as soon as you start making bad decisions, then it's just a loop of next bad decision after next bad decision, right? Because I mean, you know, you could be tilted, but even if you're not tilted, still you're still prone to making bad decisions because the game's just a mess.
Yeah. Maybe he should just keep full clearing on Shyvana. Thanks, Zelkan. Smile.
Yeah. No, it's good. I mean, I like that you were thinking of the level 2 thing, but let's not do it on the Krugs. All right, Matt. Well, that's it for this one.
Man.
Thanks for coming on, and we'll potentially see you next time.
Yeah, see you, man. Have a good one.
So. All right, so that was our third guest. We've got 2 more for tonight. The next one's going to be a Kha'Zix player on NA. So let's log on to NA. I'll quickly look at the chat. So Sean says, I tried your Hecarim guide and played 10 games-ish, and man, I just failed at it. I felt that Hecarim was way too squishy. He is squishy, but like the idea is that you have the drive-by mindset. You're one-shotting someone before they're doing damage to you. So like, yes, if you're in taking bad fights, bad position, it's not going to be fun to play. But if you are, you know, knowing your limits, playing correctly, getting your level 6, then he's a very good snowball champ. Alright, so, let's drag our next guest in here. Alright, PP Man, you're on the air. Can you hear me all good?
Hello?
You've been on the show before, right?
No, this is my first time.
Oh,
actually.
you haven't? Okay, what should I call you instead of PP Man? That sounds a bit,
yeah, you can call me Aldin.
Aldin. Alright, Aldin?
Yeah.
So, let's get your game up here. How's your ranks been going so far this season?
Well, this account's just like Smurf I'm trying to learn jungle on. So it's been alright. I'm trying to learn Kha'Zix, or trying to get better at Kha'Zix, but most importantly, like decision making in the game.
Okay. You were support main beforehand, or?
Yeah. My main is I play support. I'm just trying to learn a second role.
You still want to main support, just have a secondary off role, or are you thinking to main jungle, or?
I think it's just fun to play like jungle sometimes. Probably still main support, but jungle's really fun, I think.
Yeah, well, if you're asking me, I'm going to be super biased and say jungle's the best role in the game. But yeah, I definitely think it's a good role to sort of understand as well. It will help you become a better support player. You know, it's like tracking the enemy jungler,
sure.
You know, thinking about, you know, how annoying sometimes it would be for a roaming support, you know, to impact a jungler. So, alright, so the game is up on your screen now. Let me know when you can see it all good.
Yeah, I can see it.
Alright, so yeah, Zelkan, I'm probably going to stream one more game or 2 games maybe after YFJC. So if you want to stick around to watch my Eve, you can do that. Alright, so how would you say your proficiency on Kha'Zix is? You feel confident on him, still learning him?
I'd say I'm pretty comfortable. This game particularly, like, I felt a little bit, the enemy team comp was kind of difficult for me. Also, I noticed that my team was all AD in Champ Select, so I opted to go for Conqueror this game because they had Olaf, Cho'Gath, and Thresh, which I thought could make it difficult for me to, like, assassinate. I usually like to go Dark Harvest.
Yep. Yeah, this is definitely a Conqueror game. Cho'Gath, Olaf, Thresh, Kate. Yes, this is a difficult Kha'Zix game. Actually, Kha'Zix is a pretty big counter to Olaf. I hate playing against Kha'Zix as Olaf. I'll be thinking, how can I kill him at level 6? So, I mean, obviously pre-6, like, you know, you have a hard time against Olaf, but like level 6, like that's when you can start taking over the game. So, this is a hard game, but I think definitely you can still carry this game. So, you start ramp buff here, you do the crab. Alright, so what are you thinking here? What's the game plan? Why do you think bot's gankable here?
I was pathing bot mostly because Olaf wins level 3-ish, so I didn't want to meet him in top scuttle, but apparently he also went bot. I was thinking bot mostly because our team's all AD and I wanted the Sona scale. And I didn't think that Urgot into Cho'Gath or like Janna was gankable.
Yep. So I like your game plan, in theory, but like obviously right now you need to look at the wave right now. This is no way gankable in a million years. You need to reset right now. You know this like 5 seconds. The delay on your decision making here needs to you need to speed this up. It could make the difference. You know so.
I see.
Definitely not gankable, but I love that you decide to base here eventually.
Yeah, I was looking because I felt like a fight might happen and I could be there, but then I was also kind of low on health, so I kind of wasted time here. Yeah, for sure.
Well, you're right. A fight did eventually happen. And they trade 1 for 1, but it was the ADC. So we're just clearing.
Yeah, I think sometimes I maybe like focus on farming too much because I don't know like maybe like the perfect time or like scenario to gank. And I think if I was a little bit more like proactive this game, I could have like affected the outcome better.
Well, let's think about your early game so far. I mean, I think you've had 0 options.
It was really hard this game.
Like at the end of the day, like you know, you could say like if I was more proactive, it's like well, where could you have been more proactive? You know, it's like again we look at this, we know we clear. I mean, you could have maybe had an extra opportunity, like a good 8 seconds or so, because you know but like this is fine. Yeah, so again, bam, bam, bam. You see Olaf bot. We take this. He takes the top crab. Definitely can't gank bot here. Can't gank mid. We're too low. We need to recall. Reset here. Come top side to do our Krugs. Top's full HP. He has flash. Not gankable. So yeah, it's still can't do anything proactive. We get really low from our camps because we don't have machete. I'm not really a longsword fan, to be honest. Yeah, Yan in the chat just said if you feel like it's gonna be a slow early game and like you just get machete because you see how low you are right now. This actually limits all your it's gonna limit all your possibilities for proactivity. You know, it's like you just can't gank. You have to reset again. So machete makes a huge difference. It's a huge difference.
I usually go for like a more aggressive style because I'm running like either Electrocute or Dark Harvest, and I didn't know that made a huge difference.
Yeah, you just got to adapt. You know, I mean, you can have an aggressive style and you can go for that, but like at the end of the day, the way your early game panned out, you just be like, okay, I just need to get to level 6. Nothing's happening. I can't gank anything. So you just got to adapt. You got to adapt. But I mean, it can work. I see it sometimes with high early Kha'Zix players. Alright, so you lose dragons, you come for crab. Check his blue, can't take it. Just skipping your Krugs here. Don't like the Krug skip. I think I think I wouldn't stress too much. I mean, if you think about all your options here, like, sure, you lose Dragon here. You got to do your Krugs. Like, you're going to start falling... Like, you got to get as much experience... Like, you're right here as well. Like, think about it right now. Just quickly... E over the wall, kill them, loop around, do crab, check his blue, but he's probably going to reset for blue anyway, so you can't take that. But you can't skip your Krugs here. This is actually really big. You even hit the blast gun to go over anyway.
Yeah.
Like, Krugs super important. It'll change your game, like, if you get Krugs, like, as much as possible.
Okay, yeah. Because they're like the most scaling camp, right? Or something like that?
Yeah, most experience in gold. You know, they take some time to do, but like most of the time there's nothing more important to do on the map than clear your Krugs. So your pathing's a bit messed up here, big time.
I guess I was thinking like maybe because Olaf was topside, I could like go bot real fast, maybe make something happen. But yeah, definitely don't want to skip my Krugs, I guess.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, this gank was sad.
Yeah, this is a rule you don't want to be breaking as Kha'Zix. If you're using your ult defensively, or to not get a kill, that's a huge loss. Especially your first
Right.
1 or 2 ults need to be really impactful. So if you break the rule of like get into a situation where you need to use it defensively, it's actually really bad for you. I mean, if you have to do it, you have to do it. But like, this is a situation where like you don't really have to burn your ult, you know? Like, you could have just backed off. Like, I mean, you know, you can go for this potentially, but like, it's just not going to work, you know? Like, just don't run into them, you know? And I think, yeah, maybe you do need to ult there. Yeah, you sort of put yourself in a position, because this is so bad, because now you can lose all your bot side camps, because he knows he hasn't done blue, and you don't have ult. But he lets you get these. So yeah, to be honest, I don't think you had much options early game. I think what would have really helped was getting the machete. But this is sometimes just a Kha'Zix game. This is just it, you know?
Yeah.
But you just need to make sure that your first 1 or 2 ults are just impactful. Alright, any other questions about this game or in general?
So like, how do you like? I guess my biggest problem right now is like, how do you, split time on like farming and like when you're looking for like an opportunity or like waiting for an opportunity?
So with Kha'Zix, farming and like Kha'Zix, these assassin junglers and Eve, the guy that I'm working on.
Yeah.
Priority always number 1, making sure my jungle is off the map. Best case scenario is jungle off the map, then doing something. Sometimes that's not all possible. So sometimes I'll be like, okay, my number 1 priority is making sure jungle's off the map and making sure they, you know, my camps keep rubber banding and keep leveling. So camps gone. Number 2 is like, okay, some gank opportunities are popping up. Okay, then I start thinking, okay, so this is my number 1 priority. Okay, maybe I can go for this. The wave's looking in a good position. I can gank it. They're heavy trading. These are free kills. And then sometimes then it will bump it up. It's like, no, I got to gank right now. Right now is an opportunity. But like, ideally, the answer to that question is you're doing both. Like, you should never be like, I farm, I gank, I farm, I gank. It's like, you want to be both. You want to be very versatile in the way like you're playing the game. And you know, the biggest thing is just going to be map awareness for you. Do you use F keys?
I don't. I usually just like click on the part of the map I want to see.
Yeah, so you can do that, and I use a variation of both, but from my experience, it's just too slow. You're going to miss too much information. Like, the F keys are so good because you can quickly pan to something and quickly get back to your character. Pan, character, pan, character. And ideally what best case scenario is that you're always looking at 2 lanes. I mean, ideally 3, but like in general, you have an idea of 2 lanes, because essentially it's like if I'm clearing top side and I'm moving to bot side, I want to be looking at mid and bot, right? Because that's the most immediate things I can impact. And then if I'm looking at mid and bot, and then there's nothing there, then my instant mind's like, okay, nothing's going on. What's going on top? But it's just going to come down to map awareness, because what I see with people when I review and the coaching clients I work with is they get into this trap of like they're like, okay, my camp's drop, I full clear jungle, and now I'm going to look on the map. Versus you need to be looking at when you do your Krugs, in between Krugs and Raptors, in between this, because I don't know whether I miss an opportunity between Raptors and Krugs and I need to gank mid. You know? But if I just do
Yeah.
this and then I look for an opportunity, you're basically like hoping an opportunity comes up, which is it's just gambling. It's just dice roll League of Legends. It's not a consistent way of playing League of Legends.
True.
And it's just going to come with time, just practice, just seeing opportunities, like understanding what's gankable. What's gankable for my champion specifically, because with Kha'Zix, is that ganks need to be really like free. If you like, you're not an Elise. Elise can pull off really impossible ganks. Same with Lee Sin, but Kha'Zix, you need like certain criteria. It's like, you know, the heavy trading, the wave's in a good position. Like I have setup, like I have a thresh or something like that. Like you have a Sona, like you have almost a 0 setup here. Top, you don't have much setup. So yeah, I mean, this is probably a game you don't want to pick Kha'Zix as well. Like this is just worst case scenario. Like you have a full AD comp, you know. Cho'Gath built some armor items. Thresh has got some armor items. You've lost 2 opportunities to one-shot people. So that sort of answer your question there. Like it's pretty, you know, pretty general things like work on your map awareness, but it's just true. You know, it's just is.
Cool. Thanks so much.
All right, no worries. We'll potentially see you next time. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye bye. All right, so we've got one more guest for tonight's show. We have Jungleman. So Jungleman, I think, wanted to switch his game to an Olaf game. So we've had 3 Olaf games on the show tonight. Let's drag Jungleman in here. A very fitting name. Let me just get his game up. Alright, Jungleman, you are on the air. Can you hear me all good?
Yep, all good, man.
I just realized I got to update your profile in my Discord server. You hit Master now. When did you hit Master?
I actually hit it like pretty close to the beginning of the season. It's just the period where I contacted you. I just happened to be like, in D1 then. Yeah.
You came on the show before, right?
No, I've actually never
you
been on.
haven't?
I've just
Oh,
been like,
that's right.
I've just been like watching your shows recently.
Lurking. You've been lurking.
Yeah.
All
Big
right,
lurker. Big
well,
lurker.
now you've taken the plunge. Let's take a look at your early game here. So you changed your game. Why did you want to do the other game initially, by the way?
The other game, I think, I lost the game because of a bunch of throws, and I feel like that's what's gating me a lot. Because whenever I play in like the higher elo games, like when I get matched in like challenger lobbies or high grandmaster lobbies, I feel like I'm able to do well, especially when I'm on my like main champion like Graves. But I kind of get to like 6 kills and 0 deaths. Like I'll go like or like near legendary, and then suddenly I'll just throw away 3 random deaths like every single time. But it only happens in like these high elo lobbies. Well, I don't know what's happening, if I'm psyching myself out or something, or if I'm just missing something out big in my play where I just keep getting caught. Yeah.
Okay.
And that kind of happened that game as well. So I was just like curious about that. But I changed the Olaf one because Matt told me the Ginseng told me that you mostly focus on early pathing, and I feel like this game's a bit more interesting when it comes to the early pathing. So
Okay. Yep. We can take a look.
yeah, and I also had like a bunch of Olaf questions for you as well, because
Yep.
I feel like my Graves I'm pretty confident in like the like nitty gritty details, but Olaf I'm a bit less confident on. So yeah.
So looking at your OPGG here, so you have 20 games of Olaf played this season. Is that all, or do you have other accounts you played on?
I have another account I play on, and I have like a couple Olaf games, but like nothing to talk about. It's like 10
Okay.
Olaf games maybe. So
Yeah.
yeah. But I do play a lot of Olaf in like I play a bit of like amateur competitive, so I play like a bunch of Olaf there.
All right. So first point, this ward's probably not that much value, right?
Yeah.
So let's
Should I just run to the other side of the map at the start and just drop it there instead?
What do you mean?
So like because I mean I do that ward because I've seen like in LE like I watch like some Korean VODs and they just put it there when they're not when they're like planning on the full clear, and that's what I was doing this game. So I could see if they invade my Raptors or my red. I'm not sure if the logic on that's correct though.
Well, I mean, this protects your Raptors, but your red's not very protected here, is it?
Yeah, true. So I should just put it a bit further up. I see.
Yeah, this is really important.
Right.
So I talk about this in my guide. Yeah, so you did the right thing. You channel your base. You know, you want to switch out to sweeper. Definitely want sweeper Olaf early to assert your early game dominance. But yeah, definitely want to ward this because your red buff is very vulnerable. But it is a Yi, so you're probably going to get away with it. Like I have no idea why we're versing a Yi This looks like a bronze.
Yeah.
What's going on here?
No, I don't know why he picked Yi. Like, I actually thought he was playing like Hecarim because he had it locked in until the very last second. So I actually thought I was playing against Hecarim until
Yeah, and Olaf is very good
and
against
suddenly
Hecarim.
a Master Yi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this early game should be all yours, so let's take a look.
I try to take advantage of it because obviously I think Olaf does really beat the crap out of Yi early.
Alright, so first point, did we know where Yi started? It's really important for the
I
crab
think
fight.
he started bot side.
Excellent. That should give us a double
Yeah,
crab
so-
opportunity. Oh, my...
Yeah, exactly.
It's lagging. Oh, no.
Someone in the chat said ward the river in the early part, but I find that if I ward the river on red side, on like the level 1, right? If I ward the river on red side, it feels like a lot of the time they can just sit in the bush and take my ward immediately if they have like any auto attack reset or steroid or attack speed steroid, and kind of it can kind of screw up my early lanes if someone gets like level 2 off the first wave, right? So I should be using the ward deeper into my jungle, but Shell and Upso can
we don't.
my
Yeah,
Raptors.
we don't early ward river unless we're versing like a Graves or a Kindred or something like that.
Right.
No, actually, no. What we do against those champs, we actually ward here, because this actually catches them if they walk over the wall, but it also catches them if they decide to walk here. It's like a 2-in-1 ward. It's really, really good. instead of warding river.
Oh, right, yeah, that's really smart. Yeah, actually, against people who can aggressively early invade and have a dash over the wall, right?
Yeah.
So
Graves, Kindred.
maybe even Lee Sin, would that be?
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I know some Lees try to do that.
If you're popping your waters leasing to jump over a wall like that, that's probably not ideal. So
It's pretty Chad, but like I have seen it in my,
it can happen.
my
do it
career.
against Lee Sin as well.
Yeah.
Alright, so he starts res. This is great. So we double crab this guy. We're gonna go double crab. We're gonna do
Yeah.
another full kill level 6, and we're gonna reset, and we're gonna go and take dragon. That's the best case
Yeah,
scenario.
I was playing for my level 6 power spike pretty
Yeah.
much this game, and then I just try to force like 2v2s, 3v3s, whatever I could find.
Beautiful, beautiful. Bam, bam. Come here. Double crab. Yi shows top. You'll see so far behind in tempo. You got your second spawn of Gromp. Oh.
I look for a bot dive here, and I was this was one of the points where I was wondering because my decision making here is a bit iffy because I see they're low and we got another wave coming in and Kate Thresh can shove that in pretty fast, but at the same time my Gromp and my Wolves are spawning. If I take those, that's just a massive guaranteed lead for me rather
Yeah.
than this because
Yeah.
this actually doesn't pan out for me and I don't get any kills off this.
Yeah, I could already tell. This is super, like, you could just, like, look at a lot of criteria here, right? So, you know, you said they push you super fast. It's a cannon wave. You're not going to push you super fast.
True,
You're going to have to wait a good 15 seconds, honestly. Basically, there's nothing more important with Olaf than to do what you've just done here. The first full... Because think about it, you do this clear, you're level 6, right? And you come to dragon, bam. You know?
Yeah.
So this is so important, and I can't emphasize enough how much the time you waste here is like really bad. It's like potentially game losing. I would actually read this myself. I'm like, I lost the game because I did this, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just know. I think about it as well. They have all sums. How's this diveable?
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
yeah,
it's just
yeah,
not possible.
Yeah, you're right.
And Olaf is
Yeah.
not a good diver. He's just not the best, you know. Without
Yeah,
sums.
it's just got high early damage, but like it's not great on the tower because you just die.
Okay, well you said it didn't work out, but I think it's actually pretty good what you actually did here, to be honest. You
Yeah.
I mean, you think about it, you denied a whole cannon wave from thing, you burnt a bunch of sums. So it's still fine, but this could have gone a bit iffy, you know? Like you didn't know where Yi was
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
like
Yeah. If you showed up a bit earlier and the play goes a bit more sour, like
Yeah.
you could end up losing a lot more, and it's just so much safer to take the guaranteed play of the farm, right? And I also like dick around here for like another 15 seconds.
because think about it right now, you would be finishing your Krugs right now, coming to Dragon, you would be level 6. Look at your levels
Exactly.
right now. See the difference in
Yeah.
that? It's huge. It's huge. That's why it's so important to do
Yeah.
that second clear.
I'd probably have like core fields as well right now, right? Almost.
Yeah, you would have Warhammer. Yeah, you have Warhammer on the second base. No, no. Actually, maybe I don't think you do. Actually, no. I haven't played Olaf for a bit. to be
Still
honest.
double longsword's better than one longsword, so yeah, probably better anyways.
And this is just, you know, your pathing's all screwed because you feel like you need to go to Dragon, and now you're forced to skip your Krugs, you know, which is
Yeah,
really
exactly.
bad.
Yeah.
You know, you might have seen me just say it
Yeah,
on the other one beforehand. You
Yeah, I
can't
did,
skip
yeah, I did.
your second Krugs. So important, especially as Olaf.
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, you should be level 6 on this dragon, you know, it's not good. Because you know other options you have as well when you come down here, you can take their Raptors, their second red buff. But you essentially don't have that options now because you're just not strong enough. You're not even going to be level 6 off this dragon, you know, crab.
Right, yeah.
Oh, your crab, you get level 6. All right, so
I think I might. Do I think so? Okay.
bam, 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 reset. Go top side for a Krugs, I hope. Oh, you're going to Raptors first. Oh no.
I keep. I think my logic here is I keep wanting to hit bot side, and like I've already. I don't know actually.
This is exactly what I said.
What have I done?
Everyone
What
skips
have I done?
because
Yeah.
everyone skips it. I'd rather you've done Krugs and skipped Raptors than because you haven't done Krugs twice now. You know, it's really important.
Right. Yeah. Gotcha.
Like you should have done 3 Krugs by now instead of 1 this game. You know, that should have been your 3rd
Exactly,
Krugs.
yeah.
So really, really important. Okay, we take Rift. Bam, bam, bam. Nice. What are you going to do? I'll do Krugs and reset. It's just so important. Because now you're forced to go bot side.
Reset.
There's a go. Another Krugs gone.
Yeah. Krugs and reset. Right. The importance of Krugs. Alright, got it.
Alright, I think this is a really bad usage of Rift Herald here. I think that we break this bot. Best case scenario is we break bot naturally. We use Rift Herald for mid to finish this off. If you Rift Herald to break advance Ori, because Ori can stonewall a game for a good period of time, you know. But like the amount of pressure you put on right now, if you break it mid, like honestly, just dive bot. Like there's no way that like Thresh has flash flay. Like you have ult. This is a level 5. Dive bot. Get this naturally. All it takes is 1 dive, and then you guys are gonna come with Kate. Kate's a siege machine. Just Rift break this. You would have 2 towers by, I'd say about 12 minutes. And you'd have such a good early game here that there's no way that you can recover or scale up.
Yep. I think this play does happen to work out a lot better than it should, because like I think I do end up getting like 2 towers off this play, off the Herald, and then also like we manage to rotate mid and like dive and take that tower too. But that's just like a really lucky sequence of plays, honestly.
Yeah, because think about it. What you did right now, you didn't need Rift Herald. This was gone. This tower was gone.
Yeah, I could have just done this anyways.
You just walk up, and then you save Rift Herald for the 100% play. It's like, then we move here. But it's like, sure, you can maybe get it, but this is an inconsistent play.
Right, gotcha, yeah.
And 2 towers is never worth mid tower. It never is. You know?
Yeah, mid tower is just so much more important as
it's huge. It gives you entire control of the game. So yeah, we do dive mid, which is good. Alright, well, we have 2 towers by... Yeah, because they just do anything, do dragon. Okay. So, yeah. Pretty good early game, but it could be more consistent and polished up a little bit more. And we've done 1 Krugs in 11 minutes and 36. Let's actually look at the next time you get Krugs. I just need to just... Alright, let's have a look. What was that decision to evade there? This is... Look at how much gold you're sitting on right now.
I think it's wild, man. I think it's a long time.
This is suicide.
Yeah.
Like you're wasting time. Every second counts. Come on, Gromp, Wolves, Raptors, Krugs. So important.
Yeah. The red steel's just not worth it at all, right? Yeah.
No way. No, even if you take it, it's not worth it.
Yeah. This is way more experience to be getting. Yeah, gotcha.
Still not clearing our jungle. We're going for... I mean, it's fun that you're here, but again, ideally you... Think about this, like, think about how much that red... And this has all been screwed up. It's like you could have done these camps, reset, and then done Krugs, and then come to help Kate.
Yeah. I'm just losing a lot for nothing here. Yeah, I gotcha.
It's not extent. You should be 2 levels ahead of Yi here. Absolutely. Given your early game, you just 0 deaths. Look at that. Still no Krugs. Still no Krugs. Still no Krugs. I just gotta see when you do your Krugs next.
I think I've given up on my Krugs at this point, which is not good. Oh, I think maybe. No, I'm going for dragon. Oh, I've done it again.
And then you reset. All right, we get the point here. We get the point. So this is why this is why you're even level. You know, you're 2 levels ahead if you're doing your Krugs. You know, like I promise.
Yeah. I could push my lead so much harder here. Yeah.
All right. Well, Jungleman. Actually, I didn't catch your name. What was your name again?
My name's George, man.
George. All right, George. Well, thanks for coming on. It's good to see you're on the climb, and hopefully we can push for that Grandmaster. You know, so
that's the plan.
And maybe we can see. I mean, I'd love to go a Graves game over with you. Maybe one next time. So.
Sure. Yeah. I'll try keep an eye out for when you're on next time, and I'll keep Graves' game ready for you.
All right, excellent, George. Thanks for coming on, and we'll potentially see you next time.
Thank you for having me. See you, man.
So, all right, so that I believe wraps it up for this episode of YFJC. I'll take a quick look at the chat. Thanks for the resub bottles, appreciate it. This episode's been live for about 1 hour and 10 minutes, and this was the last game, as Thunderstruck said. So, Yandy in the chat says, think of Krugs as the cannon wave of your jungle. I like that analogy. That's good. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching everyone. Obviously you're watching this VOD on YouTube. This is it for episode 28 of Your First Jungle Clear. We will see you next time.